Hey guys, so quite a few of you have asked me to make this video on creating an Etsy store from scratch, implementing the right procedures, getting the policy set up, the design, the listing structure, and so on. So let me go over that today with you, and let's get you moving forward with your Etsy store. So now that all you need to worry about is the research, getting the right products, and making connections with suppliers. So I just want to say beforehand, I suck at editing. I'm hopefully going to get better at it whilst I make these YouTube videos. But this video is going to be more value packed and technical based. The editing doesn't really matter. So you only want to be really watching this video if you want to be getting your Etsy store up and running, efficiently, everything in place to know that you can scale up, you have the structure there, and you're ready just to get listings out that are going to do very well. So we want to go to the Etsy page and click Sell on Etsy in the footer here. Get started, and it asks for an email. So what I recommend is setting up a Gmail account with the email for the store. So name it, something along the lines of the store, because customers will be able to see that email. This is kind of just a test email whilst I do this video. This store isn't going to be one I run long term or anything like that. So create your email, get it all going, use your correct information because this is important. And then let's continue. So let's register that. And now if we do get started, go through this. Let's just skip these. These aren't very important. They don't really do anything. So now we want to start the shop. So what we're going to do before we get here is we are going to do a bit of designing in Canva. So I am going to put a link to Canva below if you're not already on it. And you want to set up a banner with the size 3360 by 840 pixels. The recommended size Etsy say actually comes out really blurry. So this is the size I have found best. So on Canva, we can just find some basic templates. And okay, I just had to quickly pause then because my budgie downstairs is chirping. So you just want to get a bit of branding, get it matching, obviously come up with something a bit better than this, a bit of a better design, use the colors you like, the colors you want to do with your branding. As you can see, there's a lot of better, that's quite funky, a lot of better templates to use. And so on. So just pick one you like, one that you think matches the store, change the images on it to do that, to do with what you sell, create your name on it, your bio, maybe include a button like this one. Obviously it doesn't work, but it looks nice and I know they convert quite well on socials. So now we want to do a logo. So here we can just do Blair. There we go. There's our quick branding done. Obviously spend a bit more time on this. Your branding isn't too important, but it kind of sets you apart from the rest, adds a bit more professionalism to your store and makes it a bit more fun, something for you to be proud of. I hate visiting Etsy stores where they don't have a banner and a logo and it's very boring. So we have them in place. So let's just do this. It's going to ask for my banking information soon, so I'll have to pause the video for then. Of course, I can't use Etsy. So now we want to do our first listing. So what we are going to do now is you want to create your first listing for a product. Normally, I just do this as a dummy listing, but I'm going to go over how to structure this correctly. So You want your title. I've done a basic TikTok video on how to do this. So say we want to sell a Harry Potter mug. Okay, so this is just an example. So we want to do Harry Potter mug, and now we want to include the keywords and the words that people are going to be searching around in order to find this and show up for them. So we want to do childhood movie accessories, Hufflepuff. I have to admit, I may have to just Google how to spell Gryffindor, because it always messes up. So now let's get Slytherin in there. So as you can see, my thought process behind this is as using all the popular searches that are associated with the niche that it is in. So now we want to do like Hermione. That is definitely not how you spell Hermione. I think that's how you spell it. Yep. And then like Ron Weasley. You know, so now it could be a good gift idea. It could be for Christmas, and just try and pack it full of keywords like that. Obviously, this one has a lot of keywords associated with the niche. You know, so I've got childhood movie accessories because people do like childhood movies, and then everything in there what's searching. You know, people like Hufflepuff clothing, Hufflepuff mugs, you know, so on. Go through the houses. Try and make this make sense. But you will understand it more when you have your niche. I don't really have a niche in mind for this video, so I'm just going to go down the Harry Potter route and movies. So who made it? I normally do a member of my shop, and it is a finished product. And when did you make it? So some of these will be made to order, and some of them will just be made this year. So now you have to include your category. Etsy has a lot of categories on it, so you can normally find what you're looking for. Make sure you do put it in the correct category so Etsy can kind of give you all the relevant information to filter out and provide for your customers. So here, material, you know, let's just say it's a ceramic mug. I don't normally bother with the primary colors because oftentimes you'll find variations that come with different colors. And you know, different sizes. So I normally only do one listing per style. So that one style could include multiple sizes, multiple colors, and so on. Don't do multiple listings for the same style. That is very bad etiquette when it comes to Etsy. They don't like that, and it doesn't really help you. So as you can see, all of these are optional, but it's good to have, you know, blah, something like that. You know, it's upcycled, boom, just anything like this. Occasions I don't really bother with. I've tested a lot, you know, coming up to Christmas, you could put some in. So here, you know, birthday, Christmas, people are always searching stuff around that. So this is, let's film, there we go. Okay, so we'll come back to the description because that is the main part of this video. So now your tags, these are also keywords. So you want to include basically everything we did from the title. You get 13 keywords. Make sure you use them all. That's very important. I'm sorry, but I'm going to have to copy these in. Just because, why are they so annoying? So you want a mug, you want childhood movie, cup, glass, drink, accessory. So normally you can get a bit more nailed down with that and find it. Excuse me about my chair. I need to put some WD-40 on it, but I need to get some. So normally you can really nail it down, really nail down the niche, the item, and if you can get it in front of the right niche, you know, the image speaks for itself. Because what I have forgot to mention is when you add these images, you can add, you know, all of these and then just drag the image to the primary spot. And in here, you can adjust the thumbnail like this. If it's a bit larger, it will drag around, and that shows on the listing. That's what they see on their searches. Next, materials, you know, so we did ceramic. So now we want to do the pricing. So this is very important because you want to still make sure you're making money. So say the mug costs you £5 and you get free shipping. So say it's £5 all in to purchase. Then you want to account for Etsy's 10.5% minimum they take off. This varies depending on if it's an offsite ad, if you're running Etsy ads, and so on, depending on where the traffic has come from and where they've converted from. So you also probably want to run like a 10% sale on your store. So let's set this price at $23.99. I know that's quite a lot, but we're going to be running a sale, you know, 10, 20, 25%, whatever you want to do. This is just an example. You're going to have to come up with your own pricing structure. Next, you want to do the quantity. You may find that you have hundreds of these cups that you can sell, but that actually damages you more than you could think because there is no urgency. Etsy has cool designs on a listing page that when it's low in stock, it likes to tell them. So try and keep all of your listings low in stock, anything below 10, and it will say it's low in stock. So let's stock these at 7. SKU, don't worry about. Now variations. So say we have 2 different sizes of mugs. So we want to come here, do whatever whatever the the capacity is, the sizing, centimeters, inches, and so on. Okay, sorry about that. I just had a quick call. So now we want to do the sizing and so on. So you may find that if it's a clothing, you know, small, medium, large, and you can do different prices for, you know, each variation. So let's say one mug is 0.5 liters and the next one is 1 liters. And now we can come in here and we can change the primary color and just say one is gold, one is white, but these prices don't differ because you get it for the same price no matter the color, but it's a different price based on the sizing. So let's save that. And now if you come in here, this is where you can do different variation pricing, and this goes because this is only for if there's if there's variations that don't have different pricing. So if this price here wasn't here for different capacity, you would still price it there. So let's say our first one is $23.99 and our next one is $29.99, making sure you remember that you're going to probably have a sale running and you're going to lose 10.5% for Etsy fees minimum. So now if you come here, personalization, if your mug includes they can write their name on it, then what you want to do is please tell us the name you want printed on your mug, and they'll fill that out and that will be in the order details. So obviously you can do it so it's optional, but if it's something like this is essential for your product, make sure you add this. And now the delivery section. So where does your products come from? Oftentimes you'll find that you have a warehouse, say I'm in the UK, so let's, for example, running from the UK, maybe you have multiple warehouses, you have one in the UK, one in China, one in America. You need to set them all up based on which product it is. So let's come in here, and now processing time, I normally do 1 to 3 business days. Come in here and select whichever one matches you correctly. So, you know, sometimes because of problems, just do whatever's safe for you. Always do free delivery. People love free delivery. So now everywhere else, however, what you can also do is if you don't want to ship to a certain country, include that here. So I don't want to ship to India. Sorry about that, another phone call. So India, what we want to do here is choose a delivery time which they are not going to want, and a price that they are not going to want to pay. So that puts them off. Here we want to do, you know, whichever business, whichever delivery package suits them. So obviously Etsy comes with these predefined ones, and you can do other and specify it yourself. So you can also do delivery upgrades. However, doing the model I do, I don't really do this. So now you want to, oh, what have we missed? Ah, okay. So let's do, that postcode. Now save this delivery address and call it standard. And now this can be applied to all of your future listings without having to do it each time. So now we've gone over the photos, we've gone over the title, how to set all of the options up, what to do here, the tags, the materials, the variations, some quantity tips. Now we need to do the description. This is the important part. So what I like to do is follow a template for all listings. So say I want everything under here to be on the same listing. It means you can, you know, have a bit of organization to them and a bit of keyword stacking in every one, but also helping the customer. So maybe you want to do a paragraph on customer support. You want to do a paragraph on feedback. You also want to do a paragraph on delivery times. You want to do a paragraph on processing. So you can add fancy emojis next to them. You can make it stand out, but this is just important to have. So in these, I will give you an example of some stuff you want to write. You know, something like that. And then in feedback, you want to run something along the lines of, we appreciate your feedback. If you want to leave a review, please feel free to. If you have anything you want us to improve, please message us. Delivery times, you want to break down your average delivery times. How long can they expect to wait per order? What's the situation? Where are they coming from? Processing, you want to talk about how long it takes for you to get the delivery into your courier's possession after they order. The quicker the better, because no one likes to wait. However, because of Etsy and the handmade policy and the high quality, people do accept longer processing times and longer delivery times. So now comes the main paragraph. So let's get their attention. This takes a bit of practice. You want to learn your sales copy. You want to get their attention. Etsy, you don't need to solve a problem. You just want to give them something cool, something that they know they're going to love. A lot of people do gifts on Etsy. A lot of people buy a lot of decorations on Etsy and just cool stuff they come across. So let's get in their face. Let's ask them a question. Let's do a bit of a story behind them. Now try and get them to your other products. Now a bit of scarcity. Now we talk about discount. So that is kind of a good description to follow. You know, we've got some important keywords in there. You can try and talk more about Harry Potter, get more keywords in there, you know, tell a deeper story of you made these because you love Harry Potter, you know, you're part of the Gryffindor house, but so on, so on, so on. You know, just try and get the keywords in there, but tell a bit of a story, talk about the quality, and, you know, don't be afraid to offer sales. People love sales. So now we have this first listing. We will do these policies after. So let's save and continue there. There we go. So now let me just sort this bit out. Okay, so we are up and running now. Just had to do all the banking information and so on. So let's go into the dashboard. And now what we want to set up, first of all, you want to verify your account. You also can change your deposit to, you know, to daily. So now if we come back to the dashboard, here we can do a sale, but what we want to worry about first is setting up the policies, get the logo going. So to add these, you want to change this to big banner. And now if I download here, let's download this. Let's wait for that to download, drag that in. Boom, let's save that. Now we want to do the logo. Okay, so now we want to do the logo. Let me just add this without recording because I don't want to seal my documents. So now that's loading. Let's save that. Beautiful, looks good. There we go. Now we want to set our location. So I'm in London. We want to add a little shop description for all. There we go. Obviously that's something that matches your store. Now we want to add an announcement. You know, there we go. We said we don't want to do that. We're not too fussed about this bit yet, but what we are fussed about is policies. So let's go and change the policies. So let's use this and edit. So they want to contact us within 14 days. Boom. Now cancellations, create a policy. We do accept them, but it needs to be within 24 hours or so. Privacy we don't need to worry about, and fixed policies we don't need to worry about, but that is you set up on your policies. So now if you come down here, there they are. The next thing you want to get set up is your organization. So you can create different sections based on what they are. So now we have mugs. If we click quick edit here, we can bulk edit listings and so on. We can change quantity, delivery profile in a section. Because there's different variations, you can't change the price, but if there's no variations with different pricing, you can do that all here, and you can change the title. So let's exit quit edit. If we press this slider here, underneath we'll see all of the listing stats, so it's very easy to get that done quickly. So now let's set up a 10% off sale, and we want to do 10% everywhere from today for as long as we can. 10 off sale. So let's create that, add the mug, boom, create. Let's click away. There we go. That's 10% off the mug going. So now if we go to the store, we can see how much it is selling for. Okay, it's not updated yet. There we go. So it says 10% off, £21.59, depending on which they go for, what color, and the personalization. Remember that the fees Etsy will take off that. And as you can see, because we're lower than 10, we have low in stock next to it. So now what we want to do is bring back abandoned baskets. So maybe set this to 20% and bring in favorites. And let's give them 20% off too, because we have the margins to do so, because we set that up correctly in our pricing. So the important things to go over now are you want to get your listings out following the correct structure because the page is up and running. You want to get your sections done. You want to make sure it is neatly organized. You have your branding, you have all of this set up, your policies, you have your delivery profile done, you've verified your payment. So Etsy will send you a verification payment to your bank. Each payment from Etsy normally comes around 1 to 2 p.m. GMT. That's when you can expect to get your daily deposits. So just play around and look through. You know, there's a lot you can do. You can run, you can search, see where you're getting searched. You can view your overall stats in here, where the traffic is coming from, what each listing is doing. Star seller, I've never found really benefit a store. Messages, very important. You want to always stay on top of your messages. And now all you need to do now is get more listings out and you are ready to scale up on Etsy. So I hope this video helped. I will try and do a bit more of a breakdown on the nitty-gritty stuff, but this video is definitely going to get you guys on the way to making, that $2,000 a day revenue. Set up your profit margins right, and you could be at a 40% profit margin of that, doing very well, and that's after all of the fees. So if you want more of this, leave a comment below, leave a like, and I will try and get more videos out. And if you want to see more of my videos, be sure to subscribe. So thank you very much for watching, guys. I'm going to close down this store, so you won't be able to really look at it, but have a nice day.